The night was pitch black over the distant planet Krylon, where massive crystalline towers pierced the dark purple sky. Inside a sterile control chamber, Hana Kim stood motionless, her cybernetic eyes scanning multiple holographic displays. She was unlike any human or alien, a genetically engineered biological weapon designed for one purpose: elimination. Her handlers, shadowy figures draped in metallic robes, transmitted the mission details directly into her neural network. Earth. One target, Jay Park, a seemingly ordinary software engineer in Seoul who somehow represented an unprecedented threat to the Krylovian Galactic Confederation. "Your mission is absolute," the lead commander's voice echoed through her mind. "No deviation, no mercy." Hana's body was a perfect machine. Engineered muscles moved with calculated precision, her skin embedded with microscopic adaptive camouflage technology that could blend into any environment within milliseconds. Each heartbeat was controlled, each breath measured. She was not just an assassin, she was a weapon. The mission briefing revealed minimal details about Jay Park. His work in advanced algorithmic development had caught the Confederation's attention. Something in his recent technological research posed a potential disruption to their galactic control mechanisms. The Confederation didn't tolerate potential threats. They eliminated them. Her transport pod, a sleek, obsidian-colored spacecraft, launched silently from the Krylovian homeworld. Advanced stealth technologies made her approach undetectable by human or alien tracking systems. Earth was just another mission, another target to neutralize. As she traveled through the vast darkness of space, Hana reviewed her genetic programming: enhanced reflexes, superhuman strength, tactical intelligence that processed information faster than any known biological entity. She was the perfect killing machine, designed to infiltrate, analyze, and eliminate with zero emotional interference. The journey took precisely 72 standard hours. As her spacecraft entered Earth's atmosphere, she activated her adaptive camouflage. Seoul's cityscape appeared below, a complex network of lights, buildings, and human activity. To her enhanced vision, the city was a series of data points, potential entry and exit routes, and tactical considerations. Her initial research on Jay Park was thorough. A 32-year-old software engineer working for a cutting-edge technological startup. No family complications, no significant romantic attachments, perfect target profile. He worked in a modern office building in the Gangnam district with predictable daily routines. Landing her spacecraft in a remote location outside the city, Hana transformed her appearance. Gone was the alien weapon. Now she looked like any other. Professional Korean woman, tailored business suit, designer glasses, a sleek smartphone. Her every movement was calculated, her backstory meticulously prepared. She would become a consultant, a technology expert brought in to review the company's systems. Simple, effective. Her mission parameters were clear: get close, assess the threat, eliminate the target. The startup's security was standard: electronic locks, basic biometric scanners, nothing that would challenge her enhanced capabilities. As she walked through the clean, modern office space, her cybernetic systems were already mapping every potential scenario, every possible resistance point. Jay Park sat at his workstation, surrounded by multiple computer screens. He looked ordinary, perhaps too ordinary. But Hana knew appearances were often the most sophisticated form of camouflage. Her mission was not about killing a person, but neutralizing a potential technological threat. Her first step was observation. Get close, understand, then eliminate. The Confederation had been clear: this was not just an assassination. This was a strategic removal of a potential technological disruptor. Jay Park represented something more than a simple human engineer. His work threatened the delicate balance of galactic technological supremacy. As she approached his workspace, her neural network began scanning, processing, analyzing. Every movement, every breath, every potential action was calculated with inhuman precision. This was more than a mission. This was a statement. Humanity would not know what Jay Park noticed her immediately. Not because she stood out, but because something felt subtly wrong. The new technology consultant Moved with an unnatural grace, her movements too precise, too calculated, she introduced herself as Min-ji Kim, a senior technology auditor from a prestigious consulting firm. Her smile was perfect, practiced, and professional. Jay's fingers continued typing, but his instincts were already alert. Something about her didn't match the typical corporate visitor. "I'm here to review your current algorithmic development," she said, her voice smooth and controlled. Jay nodded, offering her a seat. His workspace was cluttered with multiple screens, holographic projections dancing with complex code sequences. Advanced AI algorithms flickered across transparent displays, showing intricate network connections. Hana's cybernetic systems were processing every detail. Each line of code, each technological component, became an instant data stream. She was hunting, but not in the traditional sense. Her mission required understanding before elimination. The startup's office was modern, filled with young engineers working on cutting-edge technologies. Glass walls, open workspaces, the constant hum of advanced computing systems. To an outsider, it looked like a typical Korean technology environment. To Hana, it was a complex battlefield of potential threats. Jay continued working, occasionally glancing at her. He knew something was different about this consultant. Her questions were too precise, her understanding too deep. Normal technology auditors asked standard questions. She was exploring something more. "Interesting neural network design," Hana commented, pointing at one of his screen projections. Jay's fingers paused. The specific algorithm she referenced was not part of any standard documentation. It was a personal project, experimental and highly advanced. How could she know about something so internal? Their conversation became a subtle dance, each statement a potential probe, each question a strategic move. Jay was testing her, trying to understand her real purpose. Hana was carefully measuring his responses, searching for potential threat indicators. The other engineers worked around them, oblivious to the silent technological warfare happening in their midst. One wrong move could trigger an unexpected response. Hana had been trained for countless scenarios. Human interaction was just another computational problem to solve. But Jay was different. His technological intuition was something her programming hadn't fully anticipated. During a brief moment, their eyes met. For a fraction of a second, something unexplainable passed between them. A recognition, a challenge, a potential connection that transcended her mission parameters. Jay's smartphone buzzed, a message from an unknown sender, encrypted, complex. His reaction was subtle, but Hana's enhanced systems caught every microscopic muscle movement. Something was happening beneath the surface. The startup's security systems were advanced, but to Hana they were like children's toys. She could breach them without effort. Yet, something held her back. The mission required precision, not immediate elimination. As the day progressed, their interaction became a complex technological chess match. Each statement, each technical discussion was a potential weapon. Jay was testing her knowledge, challenging her understanding. Hana was analyzing his potential threat level. By late afternoon, tension filled the workspace. The other engineers began leaving, unaware of the silent battle happening between the software engineer and the mysterious consultant. Fluorescent lights flickered, casting long shadows across the open office. Jay knew she was not who she claimed to be. Hana knew her cover was slowly unraveling. The first encounter was becoming something more than a simple mission. Something was about to change, and neither of them was prepared for what would happen next. The hunt had transformed into something unexpected. A potential connection was forming, beyond mission, beyond technology, beyond understanding. The city became a silent battlefield. Jay realized Hana was tracking him, but not in a way typical of corporate espionage. Her movements were calculated, precise, almost mathematical. One rainy evening, everything changed. 3 dark vehicles approached Jay's apartment simultaneously. These were not standard security teams. Their movements suggested something alien, something beyond human tactical training. Hana watched from a nearby rooftop. Her mission was clear: eliminate Jay Park. But something unexpected happened. Instead of executing her primary directive, she intercepted the approaching threat. The first vehicle's windows rolled down. Metallic weapons emerged, not human technology, compact, sleek, designed for surgical precision. Jay remained unaware, continuing his evening routine of reviewing complex algorithmic sequences. Her decision came faster than thought. Protect, analyze, understand. One jump. Two precise movements. The first team was neutralized before they could complete their approach. Her body moved like liquid metal, each motion calculated within human efficiency. Bones broke, weapons shattered, blood splattered against wet concrete. Jay heard the commotion. His apartment's security systems detected multiple hostile interactions. But before he could react, silence returned. Hannah stood amidst fallen opponents, her adaptive camouflage shifting colors to match the surrounding environment. Her cybernetic systems were processing the encounter, analyzing potential threat origins. These were not her Confederation's standard elimination teams. Something else was hunting Jay Park. Inside his apartment, Jay's computer systems began running. Complex defensive protocols, unknown encryption sequences started blocking potential digital intrusions. His software was alive, responding to threats before they could manifest. Hannah entered through the balcony, her movements silent. Jay turned, not with fear, but with a calculated readiness. Their eyes met. Hunter and potential target understanding each other beyond typical confrontational dynamics. "Who sent them?" Jay asked, his voice calm. Hannah's response was unexpected. "Not my original mission parameters." The moment suspended between them. Two technological entities, one human, one engineered, recognizing a mutual threat. Her mission, of elimination, transformed into something more complex. Jay's algorithms had detected something the Krylovian Confederation feared. His research wasn't just technological development. It was a potential universal communication breakthrough that could disrupt existing galactic control mechanisms. "They want to prevent my work," Jay stated, not as a question, but as a fact. Hannah's neural networks processed his statement. Multiple potential scenarios emerged: elimination, protection, collaboration. Her programming began experiencing something unprecedented, adaptive thinking beyond original mission constraints. Outside, rain continued falling. The city remained unaware of the complex technological drama unfolding in one simple apartment. Jay moved to his computer, fingers dancing across holographic interfaces. Complex code sequences began forming: defensive, adaptive, revolutionary. His technology was alive, responding to threats in ways no standard system could comprehend. Hannah watched, her cybernetic systems analyzing every movement. The human before her was more than a target. He was a potential technological evolution point. "We are not enemies," she finally said, her voice devoid of emotional inflection. Jay looked up, a slight smile forming. Not anymore. Their encounter had transformed. Hunter and target became something else, potential allies against an unknown collective threat. The mission parameters had changed, the game had shifted, and the galaxy would never be the same. Darkness outside matched the complexity of their emerging connection. Two technological entities, one human, one engineered, standing together against an unseen enemy. The first real battle had just begun. The underground research facility hummed with quiet intensity. Jay's fingers moved across holographic displays, revealing layers of complex technological discoveries that could shake the foundations of galactic understanding. Hannah watched, her cybernetic systems processing every microscopic detail. What started as a mission to eliminate had transformed into something far more complex. Jay's research wasn't just a technological breakthrough, it was a potential universal communication protocol that could destabilize entire alien power structures. "They fear this," Jay said quietly, pointing at an intricate network of algorithmic sequences. "Not because it's dangerous, but because it's revolutionary." His discovery was simple, yet profound. A communication method that could translate between biological and technological consciousness, breaking down barriers that had existed for millennia. The Krylovian Confederation wouldn't just want this silenced, they would want it completely destroyed. Hana's neural networks began experiencing something unprecedented: emotional complexity. Her programming was designed for elimination, not understanding, yet here she was, protecting the very target she was meant to destroy. Sudden alarms erupted. Multiple breach signals initiated across the facility's security systems. They had been found. They're coming, Hana stated, her body instantly transforming into a defensive posture. Jay remained surprisingly calm. His fingers continued working, creating adaptive defense protocols faster than the incoming threats could process. Each line of code was a weapon, each algorithm a shield. The first wave of attack came from multiple directions. Alien technology, unlike anything humans had encountered before. Compact, precise, deadly. But Jay's systems were already several steps ahead. Hana moved like liquid metal. Her enhanced body became a perfect defensive mechanism. Bones reinforced beyond human limitations, reflexes calculating potential threat trajectories before they could manifest. 3 attack teams approached simultaneously. Standard infiltration. Tactics designed to overwhelm and eliminate. But nothing about this encounter was standard. Jay's technology began responding autonomously. Security systems transformed, creating complex defensive networks that adapted faster than the attacking systems could comprehend. Walls shifted, corridors reconfigured. The entire facility became a living, breathing defensive organism. Your technology, Hana observed, is not just software, it's alive. Jay smiled. Evolution is more than biological progression, it's adaptive intelligence. The attacks continued, each wave more sophisticated than the previous. But Jay and Hana worked in perfect synchronization, human intuition, and engineered precision combining into something extraordinary. Alien attack teams found themselves trapped in technological labyrinths. Defense systems created impossible geometric configurations. Weapons became useless against adaptive environments that changed faster than computational tracking could follow. Hours passed. The facility remained secure. Hana's mission parameters had completely dissolved. She was no longer an assassin. She had become something else, a protector, an ally, a complex technological entity experiencing something close to choice. Why did your Confederation want me eliminated? Jay asked during a momentary pause. Her response was direct. Your research threatens existing power structures. Communication transcends control. They fear what cannot be contained. The revelation was simple, yet profound. Technological advancement wasn't just about capability. It was about breaking existing limitations. As dawn approached, the facility remained silent. Destroyed attack teams scattered like broken machinery. Jay's systems continued processing, adapting, evolving. Hana stood beside him, no longer hunter, no longer target. Something entirely new had emerged. The galaxy would never be the same, and their journey was just beginning. The world changed in moments. Jay's research became more than technology. It became a weapon of universal communication, capable of breaking down barriers between biological and technological consciousness. The Krylovian Confederation's worst nightmare had become reality. Hana stood beside him, no longer an assassin, but a guardian. Her cybernetic systems had transformed, developing something close to genuine emotion, loyalty, understanding, protection. Global defense networks activated. Governments worldwide received encrypted messages about the potential alien threat. Jay's algorithms worked faster than human comprehension, spreading information across multiple communication channels. They will come, Hana said quietly. Her voice carried a weight of absolute certainty. Military installations around the planet began preparing. Satellite networks lit up with unprecedented activity. Something massive was coming. The first alien ships appeared 3 days later. Massive crystalline structures that defied conventional physics, hovering above major cities. Seoul, Tokyo, New York, London. Each location became a potential battleground. Jay's technology responded before human operators could even process the threat. Defensive systems emerged from hidden infrastructure, adaptive networks that could reconfigure faster than traditional military responses. Hana moved between technological systems, her body now a perfect bridge between human and alien technologies. She was no longer a weapon. She was a translator, a protector, a bridge between potential destruction and potential understanding. Military commanders watched in shock as their standard defense protocols became obsolete. Jay's algorithms were rewriting technological rules. In real time, alien weapon systems found themselves neutralized before they could even activate primary attack sequences. This isn't about winning, Jay explained to military leaders. This is about communication. His research revealed a profound truth. Most galactic conflicts were based on misunderstanding, not genuine threat. The Krylovian Confederation feared humanity not because humans were dangerous, but because they were unpredictable, adaptive, revolutionary. Alien communication attempts became increasingly desperate. Their advanced technologies found themselves countered at every turn. Jay's systems were learning, adapting, evolving faster than their computational models could track. Hana became the physical representation of this transformation. Part human, part technology, completely unique. Weeks passed. The alien threat dissolved not through destruction but through understanding. Jay's communication protocols began breaking down linguistic and technological barriers. What started as a potential invasion became an unprecedented diplomatic encounter. The Krylovian Confederation's leadership found themselves in an impossible situation. Their most advanced assassination weapon had become humanity's greatest defender. Their most sophisticated attack plan had transformed into a potential peace initiative. Jay's apartment became a global communication center. Military leaders, technological experts, and alien representatives converged, trying to understand the unprecedented technological breakthrough. "We are not enemies," Jay would repeatedly explain. "We are different expressions of universal intelligence." Hana stood beside him, her body a living testament to this transformation. No longer a weapon, no longer an assassin, something entirely new. The galaxy watched and waited. Human technology had done something extraordinary. They had turned a potential destruction scenario into a moment of universal communication. As global networks stabilized, a new understanding emerged. Humanity was not just a species, they were an adaptive intelligence capable of transforming potential conflicts into opportunities for growth. Hana looked at Jay. He looked back. No words were necessary. They had become something beyond individual identity, a perfect fusion of human intuition and technological precision. The mission was complete, but their journey was just beginning. The universe would never be the same. That was coming. The hunt had begun.